What's up, guys? So I've been wanting to start creating videos that apply more to the teaching of archery, and what better video to start out with than performing under pressure. You guys down in the comments are the reason that I'm doing this video, so thank you so much, and I hope this helps you. Before I get started, let me introduce myself for anybody that's new. My name is Samuel White, and I've been shooting for roughly 8 years. I compete at a professional level and am predominantly a competitive archer. I started creating videos a few years ago and have grown this amazing community of people. I recently started online coaching, so if you're interested in that, click the link in the description and you can sign up for a free lesson with me. But after the video, of course. Finally, enough of the chit chat. Here are the 5 tips for performing better under pressure. Number 1 is reversal theory. This is a theory in sports psychology that talks about how pressure's effect on performance depends on the individual's interpretation of their pressure. If they see it as excitement, that positive mentality will produce better results than if the individual thinks of it as an unpleasant anxiety. Pressure can be seen as a positive or negative factor in archery. The chemicals released in your body when you're under pressure make you jittery, which isn't good in archery, but it also makes you stronger and more focused. So why do so many archers struggle under pressure? It's because they see it as a negative factor which takes a hit to their confidence in the moment and makes them doubt their performance. To perform under pressure, you need to accept how you're feeling. Don't try to ignore the emotion. Don't let it control you. Use it to make you have stronger shots. This can apply to hunting because you only have one shot. If you're thinking too much about how you're shaking or how nervous you are, you're not going to be thinking about your shot or the perfect time to release the arrow. Use that extra focus to put your attention on things that actually count. It's easier said than done. It takes practice and tweaking in your mental game. Being stressed in those situations is inevitable. It's what we're designed to do. By taking pressure as a positive aspect, it will calm down your anxiety and improve your performance. Number 2 is experience. The more you're in a situation, the less nerves you'll have because you're more accustomed to it and you're more confident in that situation. Fun fact, there is a way to gain experience without being in the situation. I know it sounds crazy. It's called visualization. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between reality and your imagination. That's why some people can be extremely afraid of something that they've never seen or encountered. Most of the time, fear is just a figment of our imagination. It will take practice, but you can start to imagine yourself at full draw aiming at the biggest buck you've ever seen or the last arrow at Vegas. After many repetitions, your subconscious becomes accustomed to the situation. So when you're actually there, your subconscious is like, meh, I've done this about 500 times before, doesn't even faze me. In my opinion, the best way to visualize is focusing on being able to have good, solid, strong shots in those pressure situations. Don't focus on the outcome. Focus on the process. Focus on the pressure you feel in that situation and how you'll deal with that pressure. For example, you might be taking a deep breath. Number 3 is to have a plan. You need to know how to deal with the problems as they come up because something will almost always go wrong. Whether it's your nerves getting to you, shaking too much, breathing too fast, your mind freaking out, you need to have a plan for what might happen when you're in those situations. After a while, you'll start to unintentionally react to the emotions you're going through. For example, you might start thinking about score and your brain will automatically follow the plan and begin to visualize one full shot process. In my coaching, we can develop a mental plan for you for the common problems that you face when you're under pressure. This is key, especially in hunting scenarios, because you have no time at all and all the variables might align for only a few seconds. You need to be focused, prepared, and intentional about everything you do. Number 4 is build a shot process. One thing that I've seen too many times in archery, including myself, is overthinking. You can see this when an archer starts and is shooting great and then begins to start thinking about what's causing these small mistakes. This then dominoes into more problems because it manifests doubt and focus is lost. If you can build a shot process around the most important aspects of your shot, you can eliminate a lot of the thinking that causes misses. To build this shot process, you need to determine the strengths and weaknesses in your shot. In your shot process, you need to put emphasis on the weak points in your shot, whether it's keeping a straight arm, pushing your shoulders down, or just executing the shot. It doesn't have to be a long and painful process, but it does need to be long enough that your brain will be occupied throughout the shot. The conscious mind can only focus on one thing at a time, so in essence, we are giving it something to focus on for the entire shot. This eliminates the opportunity for negative, doubtful thoughts to enter the mind. It takes practice, but it can be extremely helpful in someone's performance. If you need help building a shot process, click the link in the description and we can set up a coaching lesson for you. Finally, the 5th and final step is to put yourself under pressure as often as possible. The more often you're under pressure, the more confident you will be in those situations. So if you have a local shop that does leagues, try to get in. Is there somebody else in the range that's shooting with you? Challenge them to a 1-arrow shoot off. If you don't have anyone to compete against, get the World Archery head-to-head app and challenge me on it. Before we wrap this up, let's go over all 5 tips one last time. Number 1 is reversal theory, where your perspective of the pressure can influence your performance. Number 2 is experience, where the more you're in a situation, the more accustomed you'll be. 3 is to have a plan. You need to be ready for any problems that may come your way, and the more you practice this plan, the more automatic it will be. Number 4 is build a shot process. This will help occupy your mind during the shot and prevent any negative thoughts from coming in. Number 5 is place yourself under pressure as often as possible. The more you're under pressure, the more confident you will be in a pressure situation. If you're interested in online coaching on your schedule, click the link in the description and sign up for a free lesson and just try it and see if it'll work for you. I hope you learned something new from this video, and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.